back to the Spider's Web, and in this video, as you can see, we're going to be continuing painting Leonidas. Yes, here we are. There he is. Right, so what do we need to do for this one? Well, we're going to be obviously adding a little bit of highlighting here and there. So let's start off with our first paint that we're putting on in this video, which is Screaming Skull. So we'll pop some of that on our palette. Just about there will do. And some of that will be going into the flesh tone. So we'll just put it straight in. Like so. And we'll just keep going back and adding a little bit more and a little bit more until we have the colour that we quite like. We'll test it first of all to see if it's dark enough. Not if it's light enough, if it's dark enough, because we don't want too much of a whatchamacallit, of a contrast at the moment. This doesn't seem too bad. And we'll just tap here and there in certain areas, and that way we can just that's what I'm looking for. Just highlight the areas that we need to highlight. There we go. It may be looking at it a little pale than I would like, but not to worry. We can go a little paler yet. And we'll just run down. I think this is a bit too pale, to be honest. I think it is. So what we're going to do is get a little bit more of that rat skin flesh that we did the skin tone in, and add that into that colour we've just mixed, and then go over what we've already done. We don't need a great deal, and it's not all that much out, but it does. Yes, I need to be just a little darker. So I'm not going too mad with it. It's quite a watery paint as well, so well the rat skin flesh is quite a watery paint. With some veins sticking out there that we just need to touch on. And I'll just make sure that the toes are done. Yeah, just like so. That will do for us. Don't need to go mad. Alright. That's that. Next, the colour that we used for the what do you call it, on the leather strappings. There's not much of that left. I'm going to add just a touch of the Screaming Skull into it. In fact, that was for the not for the leather straps, that was for these leather straps on the oh, what you call it, on the sandals and the shield. And I'm just going to touch over okay, what I want to do is add some of this brown, some of this colour, and I'm going to go over the sandals once more, changing the colour. I don't actually think I did the sandals. And add in some of the dryad bark, because I'm not too happy with that colour. And we will just paint the sandals. I don't think I actually touched the sandals last time, did we? So we'll do them now. And then I just paint around them. There we go. That's that bit done. Next, let's just make this up as we go along, because as I say, I can't remember what colours we used previously. So a little bit of the Doombull Brown, and into that we'll mix some of the Screaming Skull, and with that we'll touch up on the leather straps. Not quite as pale as I thought they were going to be. Let's just get some more of the Screaming Skull in there. There we go. And we'll just touch the top edges of these straps, like so. That one's already done. I think that's it. I'll just add a little bit more of the Doombull brown. A spot of the what's it called? Dried bark. And that will be the top edge of the scabbard here. Yeah, that's that bit done. Next job, I think will just be the what's it called? On the metal areas. So we'll have the breastplate there, the helmet, the wrist, and the leg things, and the shield. For the shield, we're going to use this one, Necron Compound. It's one of the dry paints. Don't use this very often. There may be a good reason, haven't quite worked it out yet. Then again, there may not be a good reason, I'm not quite sure. So I'll just do that and just go straight down. That's anything but dry. Just going to go around the inside of the shield there. That will do. I think there is a good reason I don't use that very often. That reason is I don't like it very much. So I'm going to clean my brush, dry it off, and we'll go into the one that I really want to use for the armour, which is Hashut Copper. This is the one I think I used for the Spartans. And with that, I'll just do a few strokes straight down. I'm going to come back and highlight this a little further. No, I don't think this is the only highlight it's going to get, it's not. Also, just for the hell of it, do that as well. And now the hard part, the helmet. There we are. Next, we have the cape to be done. This is going to be started off with Wazdaka Red. No, it's not. It's going to be done with Corn Red. Now there's the cape and the little leather skirty thing I keep calling it, that both need to be done in this. So we will do both of them now. We'll start off doing the skirt, then we'll go on to the whatchamacallit, cape. And it's a simple matter of just going down the cape, adding the red to where we think it's needed. It won't show up tremendously when you first put it on, but just keep with it, keep applying, and you'll find that it works and stands out quite well. And there we are. So that's that bit done. Now for the cape. And this is going to be exactly the same way as we did the Spartan capes. We'll just keep applying it until it stands out. It doesn't need to stand out too dramatically, it just needs to be seen, and that will give the cape the red colour. It's not a case of painting it red to give it its colour, the highlight will give it the colour. And you just go straight up there like that and add a little to the inside of the cape area, and then along the crease there and straight down, just like so, and keep building it up and building it up, as I say, and it will give that finish that we want. I do like the way this works. And we definitely need it along each of the top, or each of the raised creases, because that's where you're going to see it. There you go, already, as I hope you can see, it's looking quite nice. There we go. And so we'll just make sure that we have get it over the creases. Um, there we go. Now some of these we will be highlighting a little more, other areas we won't be. We'll still be keeping these quite dark red. So don't worry about it, say thinking, well, why is it put paint there because it's in shadow. It will still be in shadow. It's just that the it will still give that reddish tint in the shadow area. And just finish off there. So just pick out detail because it makes it show up. It doesn't have to be correct with shadows and brightness and things like that, but it does need to be seen as picking out details. There we are. There's the cape done. Next we're going to do a little bit more on the skin. So a little bit more of the screaming skull into the which we've previously done, making it just that lighter shade. And we'll just touch up a little bit here and there on the more raised parts. Not doing a great deal. And we'll just touch up on the two of the fingers here. A little on the muscles. And along the toes. Not going too much onto the toes. There we are. And now a little more highlighting on the metal areas, and for that we're going to use where are you? One that we've used quite often. I'll just give it a good shake first of all, and Stormhost Silver. We'll just get a little bit on the brush. We're not going overboard with this. We'll just touch here and there. Just to give it that little bit of a sparkle. I'll go around the edges of the little nicks in his armour, and that will do, along the top of these areas, picking out some of the details. Just like so. A little bit along the top of the helmet. A little bit on these areas, and then brush down on the spear tip. And now finally we have just a couple more bits to do. The first part that I need to get done is using Abaddon Black. A little bit on the palette, on the brush, and I mean a little bit, and then going in between, just under his mouth, we'll paint in his little beard. And moustache that he has. I'm hoping that can be seen. It's not brilliant, but oh well, it's there. So that's that bit, and next the fun part where we really wake up the red areas. Evil Sun Scarlet. I'll add a little bit of this onto the palette. I'm hoping this is the right colour to use, but we'll find out. I may need to add a little bit of the corn red in with it to deaden the colour. Then again, we may not. I don't think we will. I was trying to work out whether this or Wazdaka Red would be better to use. I think this one might be the better one. Add and we'll just take a little bit around the top surfaces of these areas. We do not want to cover up all of the red that we've just put on. We just want to brighten it slightly. There we go. And right on the edges. As you can see, hopefully, it's a big enough difference between corn red and this red that we'll see. When we've got this one showing the highlights, the corn red that we put on at first shows the shadows quite well. You'll see what I was talking about when I said don't worry about the whatchamacallit. Just put the corn red where it will be in shadow. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is mix in some of this Evil Sun Scarlet with some of the corn red to deepen it just a little. And then we'll do the big inverted red V. Just like so. And make sure you do the edges of it, but obviously be careful you don't go onto the face of the shield. There we go. That will do. The face done. As I say, it's just a case of once the face of it is done, is carefully going along the edges. Making sure and as I said, there may be a slight difference in colour between what I've done for Leonidas and what I've done for the Spartans, but it's enough to what's the word I'm looking for? It's enough to make them a little different so that you know that this guy is an individual and not part of the army. While again being part of the army, well, running the army. And we'll just go over some areas on this little skirt-like thing with the colour we've just mixed as well. There we go. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do that little V there as well. I didn't do it with the Spartans. I just left it as metallic, but I want this guy to look that bit more outstanding. There we go. I may actually go down just these areas here and add a little bit of red there and a little bit of red there. Next job, we'll just highlight the sandals. We do that by a little bit of the Screaming Skull, spot of the original colour. And just touch here and there. Don't have to go too precise with it. And we'll also do the little skirt thing that he's got under his leather skirt. We did that with Baneblade Brown, so we'll go back. In fact, we won't use that colour, we'll just use Screaming Skull. And we'll just add a few little lines there and a bit of the dryad bark, a bit of the Screaming Skull, and we'll go straight down the top of the shaft with the spear. And next job, whatever colour we have mixed in with the Screaming Skull, we'll just bang some of that onto that rib tie around the end of the spear. Forgot about this little bit. Trying to work out how I'm going to get some of these areas. That looks okay. Next job. The crest of feathers along his helmet. And there we go. I'll just do that, and then once that's dry in a few moments, we'll come along and highlight. I'm just going to run down the top edge of the V with the scarlet colour. make it stand out that a little bit more. I'm also going to go into the original colour that we used for the V, because I forgot in my haste to paint these little knobbly bits. And there we are. Leonidas almost done. Just one or two minor things that I want to bring out before we finish. The first one using Auric Armour Gold. Again, this is very small. I don't think that's quite done. It's not, it's still water. I'm just going to give it a good shake because it needs it. I may have to stir it in a moment. No, that's fine. And I'll just go over these little studs here. And these little bindings here on the scabbard, as well as the handle of the sword. And now finally on the crest, which should be dry, hopefully. No, not quite. While we're waiting for that to do, I'll do what I should have done yesterday, which is using, when I can find it, Agrek Surf Shade. Just apply it, no fuss or anything. And then hopefully, yep, that looks as though it's dry now. Using a little bit of Avalanche Sunset, we'll get the dry brush and just there we are. And there is Leonidas. Now, again, I've said it before, but just in case you missed it, I didn't say it with the centaurs, but I thought I'd better raise the point again. Yes, I'm saying, dropped a brush on the floor, pick it up in a minute. Yes, I'm saying it's done. It's not done, I have to do the base yet, but I'm not touching the base until I've made a firm decision of what to do. At the moment I'm just thinking of doing like a cracked earth paste on it, but I've not fully decided yet, so until I have, I'm not doing the base. But I do realise I have just one little thing to do, so I need that brush that I dropped, and that's just to go along the top edge of these little knobbly bits here, just to give them a little bit of a highlight. But as I say, that is it for these. I'm going to start taking photographs shortly. Now the question is, we are done. We are down to the heroes and the monsters now. What do you want to see next? Do you want to see a hero, or do you want to see a monster? You can either let me know in the comments below, or I'm going to have a play about with the little eye symbol at the top, where I can put apparently I can put a poll there. So let me know which you'd prefer to see, a monster or a hero for the next mini. But until then, take care, God bless, and bye for now. Here's another look at Leonidas.